Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with the stream. Keeps disconnecting, but looks like we're live now. Image is black. Is it working now? Okay, so Javi, can you hear me okay? Okay, just waiting for confirmation that audio is also working. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna start the engine first of all. We have everything off. Pilot is off. We'll prime the engine first. Brakes are set. Turn on master. Strobe and nav on. Fuel pump on. Prime. Wait for a fuel flow indication. Well, I think X-Plane does not simulate that well. Alright, we have fuel flow, oil pressure, altimeter is still cold, battery charging, vacuum pressure is good. Alright, avionics on. Turn on the fuel pump. Turn on the beacon. I primed with the mixer idle. I did not. I wonder if there's a video delay or something. But yeah, the priming is not. You actually don't really need to prime in the sim. I think it just starts up anyway. Okay, max, mixture, oil pressure, lights, mixture lean for taxi. Flaps are up, avionics on. Get the ADAS here. Actually, let me connect to PilotEdge first. We're 443 Delta Sierra.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Cool. And I'm gonna file the flight plan. We are departing Oscar X-ray Romeo, going to Long Beach. It's basically north of LA. That's Lima Golf Bravo. And I'm gonna file with a tech route, VTune 6. So I saw that somebody got cleared for this route at 5,000, but the MEA here on Victor 186 is 5,500. So I'm just gonna file for 7,000. We don't need an alternate. Time en route is about 1 hour. And we have about 4 hours of fuel. Right, filed. Database out of date because simulator. But obviously that's pretty important in a real flight. Let's get the ADAS here, and I'm gonna tune in tower 30, or sorry, ground. Or clearance yeah, never mind. We'll go to ground. Hopefully we can get the clearance from there. 21.5.
0 November Echo, are you running on weather?
8 is 1805.
0 November Echo, decline maintain 3000. Expect dollars from 20 right
Why don't I
approach.
need an alternate? Because of weather is good enough. Specifically, the expected weather in Long Beach between 1 hour before and 1 hour after my estimated time of arrival is better than 2,000 mile ceiling and 3 miles.
0 November, you got about
always a good idea to have an alternate, but
12 miles before I would need you at 3000. So you could take your time if you need to build speed.
Oxnard information India. 2200 Zulu weather. Wind 250 at 12. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 19. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2989. Arriving runway 25.
Welcome 428, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Eyes on initial contact, you have India.
alright, we have India. So let's get our clearance. Well, let me finish this checklist. We have ATIS, altimeter 29er, 89er. 29er, 89er. Field elevation is 44 feet, so that checks. Within 75 feet.
302, Mike, Montgomery, sorry, request, am I?
Set the
Welcome 420, Los Angeles Center, Palmdale,
transponder.
altimeter 2979.
Taxi light, brakes, attitude indicator set, turn command.
Delta 2170, just send
All
the
tests
angel
of
1 around.
instruments, our heading indicators correct. Alright, let's get the clearance. 21.5. It's 21.9. .9er for Oxnard ground, right? Oxnard ground, Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra. I would like to pick up our IFR to Long Beach.
443 Delta Sierra, ground, stand by.
Let's hope my track IR works a little bit better today. Looks like it is. So active runway is 25. Probably get something like runway heading and then direct Kina, assuming we get clear as filed, which I imagine we will.
Clipship 40, November Echo, you've been flying about a 30 heading. You're flying away from where I need you to go. I need you heading 350 now.
30 heading is not very correct phraseology. Well, anytime now. I suppose I can start with no, never mind. I'll wait. Hey Jordan, nice to see you here. If he doesn't call me back in 1 minute, I'll call again. Anyway, so yeah, we're taking this tech route, which takes us over Van Nuys, just north of LA, and then around. I expect the TAF earlier said the winds were going to be, yeah, they're shifting now to 200. By 4 p.m. They were expected to be 300.
Carrier 3020, clear to Van Nuys Airport on departure flight heading 270.
That's not right.
Radar vectors mission bay 293 radial.
So I'll expect an approach to either
Seal Beach 148 radial.
Um,
Seal Beach. Victor 23.
uh,
Los Angeles.
wanted to the ILS.
Los Angeles 320
Just because I
radial.
don't know if the RNAV approaches are up to date in my GPS.
Channel.
So it's always easier to do an ILS.
Direct. Maintain 3000. Expect 8000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 5477.
And King Air 3020 Mike is cleared of Van Nuys IFR. And upon takeoff, we'll go 270 on the heading and radar vectors to Mission Bay 230 radio, then to Seal Beach, and then 148 radio, Victor 23 to LAX, and then 320 radio LAX to Kanawha. We'll go to 3000, maintain, and then go 8,000.
When we get there, I'll still request
the frequency 119.6, squawk 5477.
King Air 20 Mike, reback right. Eclipse 0 November Echo, go ahead. I couldn't tell you. If you can't get it restarted, I mean, just land as soon as practical. Eclipse 0 November Echo, turn right heading 020.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a call. Give him a call again. Ox on the ground, Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra IFR to Long Beach.
Sky 443 Delta Sierra, Ox on the ground. Working on it.
3 Delta Sierra. So I guess for people who don't know, this is PilotEdge. It's a network with, it's a paid network, so the people who are acting as controllers are actually getting paid. But there's not a lot of people in the network, so sometimes there's just 1 or 2 people controlling the entire area of South California.
443 to Sierra, clear to Long Beach Airport on departure flight heading 255. Radar vectors Ventura 044 radio, then as filed. Maintain 4000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.7, squawk 4275.
Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra cleared to Long Beach on departure heading 255, radar vectors to Ventura, 044 radial, then as filed, climb 4000, expect 5000 in 10, departure 124.7, squawk 4275.
Here's your November Echo, reback.
Was that for 3 Delta Sierra?
I'm sorry, November Echo, disregard. Air 443 Delta Sierra, reback right.
Thank you. Alright, so radio vectors to Ventura. Where's Ventura VOR? Oops. Not super familiar with the LA airspace.
Eclipse November Echo, say fuel remaining in minutes.
Alright. It's Ventura 044 radial.
Okay, how many hours is that?
Okay. 044. Looks like that intercepts, yeah, Victor 326. Cool. So I'll tune in Ventura VOR because we need to fly that. It's 108.2.
£707 fuel.
108.2, and I'll set the my OBS here to 044. 044. And the
Eclipse 0 November Echo, turn right heading 190.
255. Alright. 255 radar vectors to Ventura, 044, then as file. So I'm gonna enter the rest of the flight plan here. I'll enter, I guess I'll start.
Local 428 cross, okay, go ahead, maintain 1000, Palm Springs altimeter. It's 2972.
Let me spell this one correctly. I learned after my flight yesterday that the reason why I got the wrong one is because
Kilo Romeo on the south ramp.
November Alpha.
VFR to Bakersfield.
And then
Look at some flight following, please.
Oh, I think we can't.
Hyper 9 relay contact Santa Maria Tower 118.3.
We can't insert Victor Airways here.
Duke 416 Kilo, good to see you back in the Duke. Fox ground, departure frequency 126.1, squawk 36.5.
Manually.
Duke 160 Kilo, 126.1 the departure frequency, and 3615 the squawk. I'm now ready to taxi.
Roger. Kilo 140 November Echo, 3 miles from Snake, maintain 3000 until established. The localizer cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
I guess I don't have to enter every waypoint. I'll just enter the edges and then I can always go direct if I need to.
Santa Maria Tower, start token 902.
Nice, you are.
1500.
Start token 90298 Lima, Santa Maria Tower, wind 29021, Gus 31, runway 30, clear line.
Direct.
Clear line 30.
So this only works because it's
Duke 416 Kilo, runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
the Victor was there.
24 by Alpha, 60 Kilo.
I'm using the portions that are
Torrance ground, November 260 Mike Tango's Type Mall Orion. We're on the ramp near Charlie. Request taxi for takeoff, northbound departure for the mini route, and for the Cat 10, please.
Alpha, Delta Alpha, Mike.
260 Mike Tango, Torrance ground. Do you happen to know the code for a mall? I've
Alright,
never
and
learned that
then
one. I can never remember.
I meant to look it up after the last time someone asked me, but it's a Mall Orion M7 260C.
Almost done here.
Air 260 Mike Tango, roger. Runway 29 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet, advise you have weather.
Have the weather, 29er left via Alpha, 260 Mike Tango.
Roger, Mike Tango, runway 29er right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
And so everyone can see this better.
Or 0 Mike Tango, I'm sorry, we just changed the runways around because the wind's crazy today. Runway 11 left.
Finally,
taxi via Alpha Bravo.
1 left via Alpha Bravo, 0 Mike Tango.
Sierra Lima.
Santa Maria Tower, start token 9, Lima going missed.
Start token 9 Lima, contact Santa Barbara departure 120.55.
Private Horse Flight 5500.
BOR, and then we'll go direct Long Beach. Bravo.
Start token 9 Lima, Santa Barbara departure, ready to contact say intentions.
Just doing that sound check.
Start token 9 Roger. Expect further clearance 2322, time on 2252.
Okay, flight plan looks good. See, initial altitude is 4000, departure 124.7, only insert that in a second. Squawk 4275. Alright, so let's get a taxi clearance. Oxnard ground, Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra, radio taxi with India IFR.
443 Delta, Oxnard ground, runway 25, CV Foxtrot Alpha.
Foxtrot Alpha to 25 throughout the Sierra.
November 260 Mike, what model mall are you?
M7 260C.
Right, we'll do
Does it have a nickname, like a model name?
Here.
Mall Orion is the only one I'm familiar with.
Orion, thank you, that's what I was.
Alright, so brakes are good.
Sound check.
Turn coordinator.
Whoever said sound check, you're loud and clear.
Bulb swinging to the right. Turn coordinator to the right. Bulb swings to the left. Turn coordinator turning in the right direction. Airspeed is 0, altitude indicator stays level.
There's 0 Mike Tango, just FYI, the ICAO code is Mike 7.
Mike 7, 0 Mike Tango.
Reserve November from contact John Tower 12618.
Alright, I'll stop here for a quick.
John Wayne Tower,
And to
this
go ready.
is Eclipse 140 November Echo, 1 engine out, runway 20 right.
Approaching runway 25.
November Echo John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 19001.
Clear to land, 20 right, 0 November.
Checked all instruments, brakes set, fuel is on both. Trim is set. Is my trim working? There we go. Trim set for takeoff. Flight controls. Up, down. Up, down. Up and down. Rudder, left and right. And test the my electric trim here on the yoke, right? Flight controls are incorrect, unnecessary lights, nothing is on. We'll test all of them, nothing stays on. Instruments, checked everything, vertical speed is 0. Cool. Alright.
Start token 900, climb
the run up
4,000.
Efficiency here in the sim. Since it took us a while to get the clearance. So I'll expedite the departure. Departure briefing, noticing flaps, we'll go mixer for Ridge.
Start token 900, leaving the run.
Fuel pump is off. HSI set to compass, transponders on altitude on 4275.
Torrance Tower, November 260 Mike Tango, ready to go, runway 11 left.
And latched. Landing light.
Or 260 Mike Tango, Torrance Tower. Wind 11010, gust 20, runway 11 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, so
Clear for takeoff, 11 left,
taking runway
0 Mike Tango.
25 and then turning, heading 255.
Fox Tower,
Slight turn to the
246
right.
going short,
Select
24
vectors to
Alpha,
Ventura,
ready
which
for
is
departure,
tuned and
request,
identified here.
sending right turn out
And
on
we have
course.
the 04 for radio.
246
Ready?
Kilo, Fox Tower, right turn out. On course is approved, wind 21020, gust 28, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Yep, take up 24, thanks. 160.
We're climbing to 4,000. And then expect 5,010. Alright, almost ready. Just gonna read the before departure checklist, make sure I didn't miss anything. Flight plan is inserted, neutral nav 8 set, altimeter is set, heading back set, altitude back, we don't have one. Departure frequency, I'm gonna go to tower and set departure. Tower is 3495. $34.95 and departure 124.7.
And Montgomery Ground,
King 3020 Mike, and just off hotel, ready for taxi, IFR.
Departure briefing done. Emergency
Here
briefing.
3020
info
Mike,
on the runway.
Montgomery
Flight
Ground,
breaks.
runway
Follow Mr.
28 right,
off.
taxi
After
via
Hotel
Hotel
One
Alpha.
runway. And after that,
Taxi via
in front of
Hotel
us,
Alpha 28 right
no
for
turn back into
3020
1,000
Mike.
feet. Start the timer, and we don't need to get the ATIS.
Del 2170 at Los Angeles Center,
Alright, we're ready for
126.35.
departure. We are on tower. That's verified. Oxnard Tower, Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra, holding short 25, ready for departure IFR.
Air 443 Delta Oxnard Tower, runway 25, cleared for takeoff, on course approved. Correction, your IFR, fly your heading. Wind 25015, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
25, clear for takeoff, 3 Delta Sierra. Alright. Lights.
Duke 68 Kilo contact.
Transponder.
Departure
Timer
16, yeah, thank you.
is started. Mixer for Ridge. Flaps are up. Trim is set.
Approaching runway 25.
Final looks clear.
Entered runway 25. 5,900 feet remaining.
Del 2170 Los Angeles Center, Los Angeles altimeter 2986.
Alright, 2.5 is verified. Okay, engine gain is in the green. We have good power, our speed's alive. And there's 60.
2462, Joshua departure radar contact.
Climbing at 75 VY.
Reserve November Echo, glad you made it down safely. You exit when able and advise park.
We're going to exit Echo back to Signature East.
Reserve November Echo, roger. Taxi parking via Echo Alpha, and you have a good...
Alpha at Echo to parking. Sierra November Echo, thanks for your help today.
Saratoga 908 Lima, clear direct, clear to San Luis Airport via direct Morro Bay. Cross Morro Bay at 4,000, clear VOR Alpha approach, expect circle runway 29.
Ontario clearance Southwest 41, clearance to Vegas.
Saratoga 908 Lima, cross Morro Bay at 4,000, clear VOR Alpha approach, expect circle runway 29.
Alright, there's 1,000 feet. Turn off the lights. We're on course, 1,000.
Torrance Tower 260 Mike Tango, request frequency change.
Reserve Mike Tango, frequency change. Southwest calling for file flight plan, please.
Southwest 41, clearance to Vegas.
Southwest 41, follow flight plan, please.
Hawthorne Tower, November 260 Mike Tango's type Mall Orion with you, 2,500, looking for the mini route northbound.
Oh, we're getting
260 Mike Tango, Hawthorne Tower. Joining mini route northbound, remain outside Bravo airspace until advised by Los Angeles Tower, squawk 5620.
Remain outside Bravo, squawk 5620, 0 Mike Tango.
Our 443 Sierra, contact point blue departure.
Going to departure, 3 Delta Sierra. Departure Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra 2000, climbing 3000, 255 heading.
Sky 443 Delta Sierra, point blue departure, radar contact, climb maintain 5,000.
Climb maintain 5,000, 3 Delta Sierra. Okay, I'm gonna go.
3 Delta Sierra, passing 2,500, turn right, heading 070 when able to proceed direct Van Nuys.
3 Delta Sierra, was that passing 4,500?
Negative, or 3 Delta Sierra, passing 2,400.
3 Delta Sierra, roger, passing 2,400, direct Ventura.
Or 3 Delta Sierra, negative, right turn, heading 070 when able to proceed direct Van Nuys.
3 Delta Sierra, turning right, heading 050 and when able, direct Van Nuys. Well, he said when able. I was gonna turn.
Care 302,
to Van Nuys,
0 Mike, Montgomery Tower, runway 28 right, clip take off.
050. And we'll go direct Van Nuys here. Switch City Eye, climbing through, returning to 2078.
And 908 Lima, I advise you have weather at the San Luis and the altimeter 2992. Southwest 41 on clearance, go to Las Vegas Airport, Pomona, 9 departure, DAG transition, asphalt, climb via City, except maintain 14,000. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 2202.
Alright, let me update the OBS here. Alright, 3,500, we're climbing 5,000. I'm going to turn on the autopilot here, nav mode, VS mode 500. Autopilot on.
Southwest 481, reback.
Alright, lean it out a little bit. The climbing checklist. power mixture are set, instruments are still good. Taxi lights off. Alright, we're now back on course.
Reserve Mike Tango, contact Los Angeles Tower, 119 point. Maku 420, contact SoCal approach 126.7.
1000 feet.
Air 416 Kilo, contact Vegas straight approach 118.8. Delta 217, contact SoCal approach 134.32. Oh, that's wrong. 132 point. Standby. Delta 2170, 12.37, 3237.
Alright, how's everyone doing?
Los Angeles. Gear 20 Mike, contact departure, have a good one.
River 260 Mike Tango, Los Angeles Center, right in. Mike Tango, radar contact with Los Angeles Class Bravo Airspace. Leaving mini route northbound, maintain VFR at 2,500. Maku 428, SoCal approach, expect to visual approach runway 31 left, descend and maintain 5,000.
500 feet to go.
Maku 428, Palm Springs Airport, 1 o'clock, 8 miles of port in sight.
Increase the vertical speed here. Lean it up late a bit more.
We're 423 Kilo base to approach, roger. Delta 2170 SoCal approach, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach, Los Angeles altimeter 2986.
Is favoring runway 25. Take a look at the approaches there.
Bird 3020 Mike, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 8000, zoning to Mission Bay 293 radial, resume on navigation.
Build up some speed before we lower the power.
Maku 428, third visual approach, runway 31 left.
Not super efficient, but not concerned about burning too much fuel instead.
That purpose requested.
And there's the RPM drop. Right, cruise checklist, power mixture are set, instruments are good, and HSI is set to compass. Cool, we're 14 minutes from Van Nuys VOR. Let's take a look at the approaches here. So I'm gonna put Long Beach ATIS on my standby. $27.75. Oh, I'm sorry, COM2. So we can pick it up as soon as we can. Okay, so let's look at the approaches. So runway 25 right has an RMP approach, which we can't do. It stands for required navigation performance, which we don't have equipment for. On it, it's 172. Okay, so I might just request. Let's see, does this have circling minimums? So I might just request 30 ILS with circling approach. Our minimums would be 801, which is more than enough. And then we could circle to runway 25.
Long Beach/Doherty Field information,
okay.
Juliet.
Getting the ATIS now.
2200 Zulu weather. wind 160 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3,000 few, 17,000 few.
There, my Tango affirmative on South Santos Class Bravo airspace for the service return ready contact Santa Monica Tower.
Altimeter 2987. Arriving runways 16 right, 16 left. Departing runways 16 right, 16 left.
Wait, what?
Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
November 60, Mike Tango, Santa Monica Tower, northbound transition to Cruise Squawk VFR.
Is that the runway that...
Long Beach / Doherty Field.
2428, contact Palm Springs Tower.
2200.
Combination of all database with explain deciding a, random runway for the active runway, but that's not necessarily with PilotEdge people are doing.
2428,
is it Airflow Labs? I think you're referring to the plane. No, this is the stock 172 in X-plane. Alright, let's take a quick flow check here. Everything looks good. We're level 5,000. We're good on fuel. Instruments are good. Have the lights.
Good afternoon at Burbank, clearance departure frequency 134.2, squawk 2214.
Okay, we're showing 134 across the ground. It's pretty good. I would never fly the 172 at 2600 RPM, but it's a long flight.
Reader afternoon, read back correct. Southwest 41, Ontario ground runway 26 right, taxi via November 1 Whiskey.
Feel free to ask me questions. I'm happy to, I'm looking at the comments here, I'm happy to answer anything. Can make the cruise phase of the flight a little bit more interesting. We're about to get over Van Nuys in 10 minutes. We'll see Santa Monica on the right side. It's just past those hills over there. And maybe we'll see LAX, although we're going to be about 20 miles. So I doubt we'll see it. We do have two TFRs here. One is for Disneyland, and the other one is for game.
For 3020, back like you missed your turn onto the 293 degree radial. Turn right heading 350, going to Mission Bay 293 degree radial.
Games is, the top of the TFR is 3000. We'll be over it.
3020 right negative. I wouldn't assign you a radio that wasn't on your flight plan. It would make more sense to be on the radio that was part of your flight plan. Therefore, for 3 Delta for contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 3 Delta 0. SoCal approach Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra, level 5000, direct Van Nuys.
1360 right Tango, and I turn a right down runway 16 right, report turning base.
Is the problem with only
143 Delta Sierra, SoCal approach Burbank altimeter 2984.
2984, 3 Delta 0. It's the problem with only there being one controller doing several frequencies. You easily step on people on the frequency. Alright, so let me open here the plate of the approach I want to do, Long Beach ILS.
So, 33 Alpha Juliet, Burbank ground runway 15 taxi via Bravo.
Go, yeah, because the tech route ends in the Seal Beach VOR, which is an initial approach fix for this approach. You can see it here. I can draw as I'm talking here. So that's the initial approach fix. Wait, or is it? Oh no, it's a feeder route. Never mind. The initial approach fix is Goonie. So from there we'll go to Goonie, and then do the procedure turn, which would be a teardrop entry. Am I looking at the right approach? Long Beach 30, yes. We'll do a teardrop entry heading 150 for 1 minute, and then we'll have the CDI switch to the localizer, or to the ILS. We'll intercept at 301 localizer. And then Goonie again becomes the final approach fix, and the glide slope intercept at 1600. And then from there we'll have another 800 feet to descend for the circling minimums. Cool. Should be fun. Looks like we do have some turbulence here. Glad I'm not hand flying it.
Report to kilo contact Peaksville Tower 118.1.
Oh, I just saw this traffic over here.
Burn 90298 Lima, contact San Luis Obispo Tower.
A lot of this traffic actually is, I think PilotEdge calls them drones, because they're recordings of previous flights. Just because there's not a lot of people flying at all times, they sort of insert old tracks.
Report to kilo Peaksville Tower makes 3 runway 30 right, runway 30 right, clear line.
You know, similarly there's more traffic, although normally I think they give traffic calls for those drones as well. What's the toughest kind of IFR approach to hand fly?
Burn 298 Lima, and those tower circle south of the airport, enter left down runway 29, report turning base.
Question. I mean, probably flying a lot of approaches without a GPS could be really hard. Like an approach where you need to, say you don't have DME, but you need to identify a lot of fixes with crossing radials. So between every fix in the approach, you need to update the OBS and your nav2 here. And while, you know, hand flying and keeping track of the altitude, and in IMC, like that would be a lot of work. Obviously DME makes it easier, not having to switch the OBS.
Southwest 41 on tower runway
and
26
GPS.
up there, progress runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
But in terms of hand flying, it's more about like managing the tasks in the cockpit. Because, you know, him flying the approaches, it's flying the plane anyway. You know, maybe it's climbing the sands or whatever.
428 Alpha, or Crescent, Whiskey to ramp today.
Cool. After burping, just verify here the flight plan. If I zoom out, I can show you guys here. If you can see, okay. After Van Nuys, we are going to Adam, Victor 186. You can see here LAX will be a beam, and this one over here I'm pointing to right now is Santa Monica.
Number 260 by Tinker, runway 16 right, clear to land.
So we're gonna get some very mild IMC. I'd be very surprised, Jordan, if you were still here. I bet you're already bored and stopped watching. Correct me if I'm wrong. So at 5,000 feet, 2,600 RPM, looks like we're only burning about 8.5 gallons per hour. That's not very accurate. You know, ridge of peak, 2,600, probably you're burning at least 11 gallons per hour. How come your cruising altitude is plus 500 feet? No, don't scare me. I'm at 5,000 feet.
Equipment.
You're reading it wrong.
Delta 2170, contact SoCal approach 124.9.
Explain decided to simulate IMC here. So obviously important to keep our eyes inside and monitor that the autopilot's doing the right thing.
Purdue Alpha Juliet, return runway 15, clear for takeoff.
I will turn off the strobes because they can blind you. And actually, explain does simulate. Actually, I'm going to leave them on to see if it simulates that. It's kind of cool how it simulates the flashing, blinding you in the cockpit.
Delta 2170, call approach, roger.
I guess I should have turned on the pitot heat. More general question about the route. Go for it.
Southwest 41 contact. Southwest 41, SoCal approach, radar contact climb, maintain 15,000.
File a flight plan with your desired route, but why does ATC decide to give you a specific route? Nobody really knows. Well, okay, that's not true. But I've seen a lot of discussion of pilots being confused about, like, there's a channel I follow on YouTube of a guy who flies a Baron, and he's flown the same route over and over again, and he always ends up flying the same route, so he decided to file for that route, and he still didn't get clear as filed.
So, I
don't know. I mean, ATC has to consider other traffic, flying,
number 260 right tango,
conflicting routes, and obstacles.
Like right tango, roger.
They can't.
929 right minute taxi to the parking via Alpha.
Because I wasn't flying a standard departure procedure. They couldn't clear me direct Van Nuys until I have enough altitude, and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. And in PilotEdge, I mean, they could always give you as file. There's not enough traffic for you to. I mean, assuming the flight plan you file.
42 kilo Alpha to the ramp,
but I think they also try to make it more realistic. Okay, we're expecting a turn here, 09 or 7. Make sure the autopilot does the right thing. To make it more realistic, they press enter accidentally. It looks like you guys need to add be able to edit comments. Could you file this direct in that way, make them do the work? Yes, but ATC can get really mad. And a friend of mine was telling how he did that from San Carlos, and the San Carlos controller was really pissed. But yeah, a lot of people actually do that these days because they want to fly direct, and if ATC doesn't want them to fly direct, then they can tell them to. I don't think I'll ever do that once I get my rating. Because I do want to, I don't have a series with a shoot, so I do want to know what route I'm going to end up flying. So this route today I would have been comfortable with, clear of terrain, with enough options to land around me in case of engine failure. Whereas if you just file direct, you don't know, or I mean you do know, but most of the time it's likely that some part of the route is not going to be the best for a single engine.
Roger, do you have to do an 8 contact departure?
Let's see, we're gonna get to, what's the next fix here? Adam.
3-3 Alpha Juliet, departure.
And
SoCal departure, I'm
37
at
minutes.
2,800.
Roger, do you have to do the SoCal departure, radar contact?
So maybe we'll be able to see, yeah, LAX is right to our right, so I guess it's behind those hills.
Destination 80 says 127.75.
I maintain that ham runway heading here.
It's fucking lower than
Roger, you have to do your never rest runway heading, so you should be on course.
We have Juliet. I don't expect there to be a new, oh never mind, there will be a new 80s when we get there, before we get there.
Bird 3020 Mike, contact SoCal approach 128.1. Southwest 41, con Los Angeles Center 125.27.
So there's one of the mandatory reports that you need to do as an IFR pilot is whenever your cruise speed is higher than 5% or 5% or 10 knots, whichever is greater compared to the true airspeed that you filed. This case, we're
3020 Mike, SoCal approach downwind altimeter 298.
10. We're probably doing about 115, which is within the limits. We don't really have to report it. And for what I've learned,
Southwest 41 Los Angeles
unless you're significantly faster for some reason or significantly slower, nobody really reports that. Some simple IFR flights on PilotEdge for fun before I get my people, or maybe it's counterproductive. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Because you don't want to be in the mindset of, you know, this mindset or waiting for ATC to give you instructions and not worrying about the weather as much. Just, you know, very different. Like, if this were a real VFR flight, you know, looks like we're about 1,000 feet below the clouds, I'd be concerned, although the forecast doesn't say that, but be concerned about
Delta 21-7 dispatch to give you
ceiling
contact Los
lowering
Angeles
more
Tower.
and having to descend more over this terrain. You know, maybe having to divert or something. I never use the autopilot.
Delta 21-7 Los Angeles runway 25 left clear line.
I'm actually gonna hand fly for a bit. So it's pretty well trimmed and everything. So it looks like we can see LA downtown over there. LAX is somewhere. That looks like that might be it.
Long Beach/Doherty Field information Juliet 20.
Yeah, still Juliet as expected.
Number 847 Delta, contact Joshua approach 126.1. 847 Delta, approach to Bermuda Dunes Airport as filed. Maintain 8,000, expect flight of 19010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.1, squawk 4555.
Preparing a tweet here before I start the approach.
For 7 Delta, read the correct hold to release the drive ready for departure this frequency.
So I'm him flying in now, but while in cruise, all you need to do is just use a couple of fingers to, every once in a while, just notch the yoke a little bit, make sure you stay on track, and then move the trim as needed to maintain your altitude. But there's not much to do while cruising in smooth air. And then another thing that I like to do, I mean, it's not like probably everybody does this, but something that we do is, so this is the magnetic heading, which does not necessarily mean that
Southwest 41, contact
we're
left end
tracking
center
over the ground
133.55.
if there's wind. So for that we can use GPS, and it's telling us that we're tracking a heading of we're tracking 09 or 8 right now, and the desired track is 09 or 7. So apart from keeping the needle center, we can use this as a clue to know how much wind correction we need, and then adjust the heading back accordingly. And basically matching these two numbers is all that the nav autopilot does. Well, not all that it does, but that's what it would do in this case. Okay, and I expect a handout here to a different controller soon, probably. So I'm not familiar with the DLA Bravo. But it's very complicated, or at least it looks complicated to me, being used to the San Francisco Bravo. So flying IFR just makes me not have to worry about it.
2170, roger, what you gate today?
It looks like right now we would be outside of
27, Papa Charlie, requesting Papa Charlie, Charlie Niner, cross runway 25 right at Papa, get it?
Alright, we're just 17 minutes to Adam.
Thanks for making a minutes clearance departure frequency 134.2, squawk 4456.
Minutes to Adam. I don't know what next is. Oh, probably Seal Beach. Is that right? Seal Beach. I never use this nav log in for flight. I normally look at that in the G1000. This overcast layer seems weird. Is that really real weather right now? few 8,000. Few 3,500. Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like X-Plane still doesn't model weather very well.
We're 260 on my Tango and I've ground my 16 right taxi via Alpha. For 3020 Mike, contact SoCal approach 134.9.
Load the approach. Actually, I'm gonna wait until things are gonna start getting busy soon. But I don't want to load the approach yet because they might tell me that they don't want me to do a circling approach.
For 3020 Mike, SoCal approach, welcome to altimeter 286.
Which is not at all what all the airports are reporting.
847 Delta for departure cleared for if not airborne by 2350 Zulu, time now 2335 Zulu, report airborne this frequency.
Okay, engine gauges are still looking good. We're still doing good on fuel. Okay, we're 5 minutes from Adam. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure. Yes, never mind. I was gonna say I'm not sure if Seal Beach was part of the tech route, but now I remember it is. Guess I can look here. The SoCal approach frequency is going to be 2535. So I expect it to be my next frequency. Put that in standby.
We're 3020 Mike.
Get back on heading here. 2535.
We're 20 Mike, we're roger. We're 33 Alpha Juliet, contact Fullerton Tower.
33 Alpha Juliet, contact Fort Tower.
I hate the visibility on the 172, especially compared to a DA40 that I fly. Just, you can't see anything here.
Three 47 Delta, exhaust approach sighted. 347 Delta Roger. Southwest 41, descend and maintain travel 240. Southwest 41, descend and maintain travel 240. Right 47 Delta, radar contact over the Tehachapi Airport, climb maintain 13,000. Southwest 41, Los Angeles Center. Southwest 41, descend and maintain travel 240.
Okay, I expect to hand out here in a second to 2535. I'll let them know we have Juliet
Long Beach / Doherty Field information Juliet.
Okay. Altimeter was 2989.
33 Alpha Juliet from tower, enter right base runway 24, report turning final.
It is, yeah, a little bit higher pressure.
Southwest 41, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65. Great 47 Delta, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27. For 260, Mike Tango Van Nuys Tower on course for runway 16 clear for takeoff. For 847 Delta, Los Angeles Center, climb and take off at 190.
Okay, we're going to turn southbound here in a second.
For 33 Alpha Juliet, runway 24 clear to land.
Okay, looks like we're just 20 minutes to our destination. Okay, GPS is giving us the turn anticipation. 189er is the heading. Standard right turn.
Southwest 41, Los Angeles Center, descend via the Apex 4 arrival, Las Vegas altimeter 29065. We're 441 uniform. So Calipers to Henderson Airport, the ascent to Catalina VOR Victor 21 Boulder City VOR direct. Maintain 5000, expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 2634.
Okay, and since we're getting close, 7 minutes, I'm gonna give him a call.
440 uniform, read back there.
So normally, good trick that I use to sort of remind ATC that I'm still here waiting is to
caution, TFR ahead.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna be above it. Is to say, hey, I have Juliet, and then normally they're gonna tell me, okay,
Number 440 uniform, hold for release, ready for departure to frequency.
Circle approach 2535. So I expect. That's what I expect.
For 260 Mike Tango, contact departure.
Track.
For 3020 Mike, descend and maintain 5000, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
SoCal departure 260 Mike Tango with you 2200, climbing for 5500 to join the coastal route southbound.
Right, 260 Mike Tango, SoCal approach, roger.
SoCal Skyhawk 3 Delta Sierra, we have Juliet for Long Beach.
For 444 Delta Sierra, roger, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
128.1, 3 Delta Sierra, okay. A different frequency, but same idea. And I'm going to tell him that I'm requesting the ILS 30 circle to land 25. Approach Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra level 5000. We have Juliet and we'd like to do the ILS 30 circle to land 25.
For 3020 Mike, SoCal approach, fly heading 340 vectors, ILS runway 16 right approach. For 443 Delta, SoCal approach, sliding 180, descend and maintain 3000 vectors, ILS runway 30 approach.
3 Delta Sierra, could we do the full approach for practice?
For 3 Delta Sierra, roger, cross Seal Beach at 3000, cleared ILS runway 30 approach.
Cross Seal Beach at 3000, clear ILS 30 approach, thanks, 3 Delta Sierra. Awesome, so we could have taken the vectors, and that would have just made it easier, but I want to practice the procedure turn. So we're not cleared direct Seal Beach. We need to keep flying the route, which is direct AIM, and then we're going to go to Seal Beach. So now things are going to start getting busy. Let me send that to you here. Okay. While I brief, I'm going to turn on the autopilot or nav and altitude. Cool. Alright, first of all, let's load the approach. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see better. ILS 30 from Seal Beach. Yes.
3 Alpha Juliet, go ahead.
Okay. And now we verify that this looks correct. So Seal Beach, Becca is the locator outer marker.
For 3 Alpha Juliet, if you're not given any restrictions, you don't have any restrictions, so you're free to proceed on course at your own discretion.
Runway 30 pattern is for the missed approach. Cool. Alright, so first of all, I wanted to verify that my database matched. I'm going to slow down here a little bit since things are going to start getting busy. Okay, so breathing full approach from... I like reading first the title, make sure I'm briefing the right approach, and then left to right and go down, make sure I look at everything. So there's the ILS 30 into Long Beach, that's correct. Localizer 110.3 is active now. We'll have to switch CDI. Approach course 301, I'm going to set that now.
Southwest 41, contact Las Vegas approach 125.9.
301. Okay, let me slow down here a little bit more. 3,400 RPM. Runway landing is 7,400 feet. Touchdown elevation 40 feet. There are no notes. We have approach lights. Missed approach is climb 800, and then climb the left turn to 3,000. On the LAX.
Southwest 481, Las Vegas approach. Expected visual approach.
Radial to pattern, which is what we have in the GPS. So we'd use the GPS.
4720 Sierra Papa, Grand Canyon Tower.
And then hold. Looks like that would be a teardrop entry with left turns and 1 minute legs. ATIS, we already have it. Approach controller, next frequency is going to be tower on 119.4. Actually, we're going to circle, yeah, never mind.
440 uniform release for departure clearance for us, not everyone by 0000 Zulu, time now 23480, report everyone this frequency.
Caution, TFR.
Okay, we're still above the TFR. Okay, so again, we're going to go over Seal Beach. We need to cross at or above 3,000. We are clear for the approach while I signaling that with the taxi light. After Seal Beach, we'll make a short leg to
Goonie. Maintain VFR at 5,500.
Oh, sorry, that's to Becca. It's hard to tell here. To Becca, we can send to 2,000. So after Seal Beach, I'll send to 2,000.
Caution, TFR below.
Then over Becca, we'll turn left, heading 150, start at 1 minute timer, and then we'll turn back in. I'll switch CDI, turn back inbound 301, which is set in my OBS. And then we'll, during the pattern, we need to maintain 1,600, which is the glide slope intercept over Goonie. And minimums are 880. We want my visibility. Okay, so that's briefed. I'm gonna run the checklist. We have the ATIS altimeter. I'm gonna set it 2987. 2987. 87. Active runway. So normally the the real ATIS tells you the real active runway, but this is X-plane not really knowing what it's doing. Approach is loaded. Airborne runway. Missed approach point. Actually, since we're doing circling approach, the missed approach point would be it's loaded here as the runway 30. Okay, that's turning to Seal Beach. We're 4 minutes. We're almost done here with the checklist. Minimums 880 again. Missed approach procedure. I'll brief it one more time. Climb straight 800, then left turn 3000, heading 200 on the 145 radial for LAX. Which
for 3020,
I'm not going to go
Mike 3 miles from Ginat, turn right heading 130, maintain 5,000 until established on the local line. Declared ILS runway 16 right approach.
I would tune it in on my standby, and so we can follow that radio. Anyway, and then we'll hold in pattern. Runway environment. So we're gonna go. Actually, we'll get a wind check. If the wind is good enough, I'll just land on 30. Otherwise, expect circle to land 25, probably a left base. 30 has a displaced threshold and a puppy on the left, and 25 right has also displaced threshold, but not 25 left. Okay, runway environment, segment altitudes are checked, verified in flight plan. Let's activate the approach.
Number 441 uniform, SoCal departure right.
Identified. So we have the localizer here identified. We'll have to switch the GPS mode or the CDI, and we're clear for the approach. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and disengage the autopilot and fly it the rest of the way. We're already 90 knots. We are. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. We're 3 minutes from Seal Beach. I can speed up now that I'm all set up. And actually I'm going to start descending to 3000. Oops, that's my physical trim. Okay, we'll descend to 3000. So X-Plane's decided to give us some IMC, which I have no problem with.
441 uniform, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Southern Academy View, or climb maintain 13,000.
Okay, we'll reach in mixture a little bit, descending to 3000, and I'm going to slow down to 90, I suppose. I'll put in 1 notch of flaps.
260, Mike, contact SoCal approach 134.9er. For 260, Mike Tingus, approach to Los Angeles, altimeter 286.
Okay, so again, after Seal Beach, we turn heading 196 to Goonie. Sending to 3000. Okay, gas them both undercarriage. We probably wouldn't lower it yet, but mixture, keep on reaching it. Prop full forward now. We have landing light on. Still have seat belts. Like verifying here that none of my passengers has, unbuckled their seat belts for some reason. Alright, 3,800 for 3,000. We are 1 minute from Seal Beach. So that's about perfect vertical speed right here to cross at 3,000. And after that we'll descend to 2,000. Oh wow, 16 people. That's 50 more people than I expected.
3020 by contact Manic Star.
Alright, and we do have tower here in standby. 3,300 for 3,000. Okay, we'll turn to 1906.
3020 Manic Star, may want to expect clear to land.
Just 203, I think, compensating for wind. Alright, turning. Anticipate the altitude with power. Standard rate.
Southwest 41, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0.
That's 3,000 feet, a little bit more power, maintain 90 knots. Cool. Alright, and
Southwest 41, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0.
We'll turn to 150, and I'll start a timer here in my yoke.
Southwest 41, Las approach Las Vegas Airport, 9 o'clock, 4 miles, report in sight.
I think I'm gonna do
Southwest 41,
practice
cleared,
this. So obviously in visual conditions you're supposed to be looking outside for other traffic.
Mer 441 unit contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
That is the same, so I'm just gonna practice the approach this way. And I said that I can send here to 2,000, so let's go ahead and do that. 23 seconds from Becca. Hold direct. Ah, that's not correct. Yeah, I guess barely. But anyway, ATC doesn't really care how you hold. Alright, turn 150 for the teardrop entry. Turn twist, so I'm gonna go CDI. 2,700 for 2,000. There's 150, start the timer.
Report 1 uniform, Los Angeles Center, commentate file 230.
1 minute, keep descending, and now we can descend to 1,600. We do have now the localizer and the glide slope alive. Okay, 2,400 for 1,600, and we do need to be at 1,600 for the glide slope intercept, so I'm gonna steepen the descent here a little bit. Well, you're responsible for visual separation from the traffic in IFR? Yeah. I mean, ultimately, the PAC is responsible for that. You know, for one, there might not be, you know, you might be running into traffic without a transponder that ATC is not seeing in their scope, so. Alright, there's 1 minute, turning back inbound, left turn to about 301.
Up at 41, contact Las Vegas.
Standard rate, keep the descent.
Caution, TFR ahead.
Southwest 41, Los Vegas, 25 left clear to land.
looking good. This is 3,700 power. Do not descend below that. And there's the needle coming in. Perfect. That 30-degree teardrop entry was perfect. It's 30 degrees with the aim recommends, which in calm wind should give you exactly this entry, or this perfect timing when turning back inbound after 1 minute. Alright, 90 knots, 1,600. We're below the glide slope, which makes sense. Let's turn it a little bit to the right. Okay, we'll go mixer for edge now. Gas undercarriage, mixture, prop, light, and seatbelts.
34.7 to descend of pods expressed and maintain 14,000. The Ontario altimeter 283. Or 443 Delta Sierra attack Long Beach Tower.
Going Long Beach Tower, Delta Sierra, thanks for the help.
Or 441 uniform, click Los Santos Center 133.55.
Long Beach Tower, Skyhawk 443 Delta Sierra on the ILS 30.
Or 443 Delta Sierra, Long Beach Tower, runway circle east of the airport at our left base, runway 25 left, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Circle east of the airport, 25 left, clear to land, Delta Sierra. And we'll enter our left base. Forgot to say that. Alright. I got distracted here with a call and I missed the glide slope intercept, so we're coming in now. Our heading looks about right over there.
Or 440 uniform Los Angeles Center climbing to 850.
Okay, minimums again were 880. Call it
Frequency 0 Mike Tango, clear to Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace, resume appropriate V for altitudes, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Okay, it's not smoothest ILS. Let me get back on track here. Better now. Okay, there's 900 feet. Runway's in sight. We're gonna level off at 900. Do not descend below the minimums. And we're clear to land. Turn on the landing glide. And we'll start the circle maneuver now for 25 left, which we're clear to land.
260 Mike Tango, SoCal approach, report to Huntington Beach Pier, report over to pier.
Alright, that's 25 left.
Tower Southwest 41, clear the runway at Alpha 6.
Southwest 41, Roger, where are you parking?
Get back to minimums.
Hello to Charlie at Southwest 41.
Alpha 41, Alpha 6, Bravo, Bravo 5 to the ramp, cross runway 25 right, good day.
Alpha 6, Bravo, Bravo to the ramp, cross 25 right, Southwest 41 2.
Okay. One final check, everything's good. We're clear to land. Start adding more flaps.
$500.
A little bit high, but that's alright. Looking good. 70 knots. Normally I would get a wind check here because we never got the up-to-date winds, but you know, the controller is doing a lot of frequencies. But yeah, the wind was about 200, which shows. I'm just crabbing here, and now I'm gonna go into a side slip. Stay on the center line. Yeah, that's pretty strong wind. Oh, it's not the best landing. Over here, and I have no idea where in the airport we're going. And I don't know if you're noticing, I'm keeping the left aileron deflection here into the wind. And I guess we'll exit the runway to the left. I don't know if you can see the yoke in the stream. Anyway, so we're clear of the runway. We'll clean up and mixture, lights off, reset the trim, flaps up. Alright, where are we? I guess, oh, signature is right here, perfect. Long Beach Tower, 3 Alta Sierra, we're clear at Foxtrot 2, we're going signature. And I don't think he's gonna have me switch to ground. Did I get clear on 25 left? Yeah, I was clear.
443 Delta Sierra, text parking via Foxtrot. Good day.
Parking via Foxtrot. Good day, Delta Sierra.
347 Delta,
I was
contact
clear
SoCal
to
approach
circle
126.7.
east and enter left base for 25 left, and I was clear to land 25 left. Alright, so we'll just park here, shut off the engine, and there's still 16 people watching. Thanks a lot, everyone who's watching. I hope that was entertaining. Alright, turn off avionics, lights, magneto grounding check, and mixer cut off. Right, thanks everyone for watching.